Alright, what's up guys? We're going to look at the two new monsters, Sabrina and Talia. They're the twin monsters that work together in sort of a combo-y way. So we're going to use them in all forms of content, see what they can do, kind of get a sense of their abilities here. So first, let's look at the stats I put on them. This one I wanted to be 85% crit, so she'll always crit fire. Crit damage is a little low, it's because this is not maxed. This 6 slot is also not maxed, so that's kind of what she's got going on. Here are the runes. That's a really good rune. I used runes that I just had left over in storage, but she's on speed, crit damage, attack. And here is Sabrina. A little more attack, a little less crit. She's on attack, crit damage, attack. And again, that crit damage is not maxed. That's a 5-star. So not the best runes you could ever put on them, but 2,000 attack, 146 crit damage. This one, 143 crit damage. Okay, so we could look at the skills. So Sabrina. Skill 1, Returning Boomerang. Attacks the enemy to decrease the defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. So it's a defense decrease. It scales up to a 75%. The fact that it's only 1 turn is not great, but the fact that she's going to attack with the Chakram Dancer is really nice. So that'll be good. Her second skill is Triple Strike. Attacks the enemy 3 times to decrease the defense and attack bar for 1 turn with a 50% chance each, and disturbs the HP recovery. So the way I read that is you have a chance to decrease the defense and attack power 50%, and the HP recovery disturb is 100%. So lots of debuffs here. 3 total debuffs. Her third skill is what makes her interesting. Receives 35% less damage from enemies with beneficial effects. So it's a defensive buff. And she inflicts 35% more damage on enemies with no beneficial effects. The Dancer will be granted the same effect if she's included in the ally team. So you're looking at your Dancer doing, that's a cat, 35% more damage. Also, the Boomerang doing 35% more damage if the enemy has no buffs. So you want them to be not buffed. So that is Sabrina. Let's take a look at Talia. Talia's first skill is Crescent Moon Slash. Attacks the enemy 2 times. Deals more damage when the enemy's HP is low, so sort of an execute type skill. Attacks with the Boomerang Warrior if she's included in the attack. So we've already looked at that. So that is a 2 attack, sort of a execute. The second skill is Spirit Focus. Removes all harmful effects and increases your attack power for 2 turns. You get another turn. So a cleanse and an attack power buff. When it's max skilled, you have 1 turn off, otherwise you're always have attack buff on you. Third skill, Deadly Dance, attacks an enemy target 2 times, and the damage dealt to the enemy with half or less HP increases by 50%. The damage that the warrior inflicts on targets on the Boomerang Warrior on the target increased by 50% when they attack together. So this is a 2, this is a 2, this is nothing because it's going to take another turn. So she's always doing 2 hits, so that to me suggests Necro, but we'll take a look. The fact that the Boomerang Warrior inflicts 50% more damage is really, really interesting. And then she's got a Arena crit rate lead. The Boomerang Warrior has a Accuracy Guild Battle lead. So let's take them out for a spin. First thing I think we want to do is go to Fame On. Let's see here. Bring them both. They've been kind of leveling themselves, so they're kind of ready to go. And we'll bring a Galleon, see if we can't get a full picture of what it looks like with buffs. Where's my Galleon? Did I put him away? I might have. I did. We'll go grab him real quick. I stored a whole bunch of stuff when I was summoning. I summoned like 500 scrolls just trying to get these monsters. Let's see, is that my main one? Yeah, that's my main one. Okay, 100% accuracy. Good. Okay, so Fame On. Let's do it. Her and her and Galleon. We're not going to use an attack skill. We'll just use no leader skill. So let's take a look here. We're going to slow it down and take a look at the damage. So we'll just go through these guys. Attacks 2 times when the enemy and deals more damage when the enemy HP is low. So let's take a look at the damage here. Just on this single target. No attack buff, no nothing. 18, 15, 9 is what I saw. Here's the Boomerang with the team up. 11, 9, 9. So, what was that, 30k? That's pretty good for Fame On. Alright, let's just get through this, get to the final stage. 19, 15, 9. That's pretty good. Alright, let's do the Galleon time to loot. And see what happens here with the damage. We're going to test out the Deadly Dance. Attacks the enemy target 2 times and deals, and the damage dealt to the enemy with half or less HP increased by 50%. Boomerang Warrior is going to attack with him for 50% more. So let's attack this guy here. So that's 40k, 41k, 40k, 120k between the two of them. That's pretty good. Let's try triple strike here on this one. 14, 14, 22. Not bad, not bad. And Galleon doesn't really matter. And we go on to the final stage. All right. Here comes Galleon skill. And we'll test these guys again. So let's do Spirit Focus. Just because. Get that extra turn. There's Spirit Focus. Increased attack. Doesn't really matter. And attacks the enemy 2 times. So here we go. Can't read that. 26, 26, 12. So the 12 was not a crit, is my guess, but it's kind of hard to see. Let's do this one over here. Triple strike. 13, 20, 13, 19. So just a ton of burst damage, right? I mean, everything we've seen here so far is a one-shot kill of any of these monsters in the scenario, but that doesn't really mean much. Let's take them into Necro. Let's see what they do in Necro. I have no idea. This will be my first time bringing them to Necro, so it might be somewhat dependent on what other monsters I bring with them. All right. So I guess I'll bring the Perna. Maybe I'll take out the Lucian. And I think I got to keep in the Hrelsveg for the attack buff. So maybe I'll take out one of my Liches. We'll see what happens here.
Are you streaming here?
I'm recording. It's okay. We're testing out the new monsters. All right, so let's see what we can do here. So we're one-shotting things. We're almost one-shotting things, not quite. I'm curious how they do on the final boss. The speed is obviously negated, or will be negated on the boss. They're just attacking like crazy. I'm kind of tempted to put them with like a Harg and just see the shenanigans. Spirit Focus. So you can see the attack is much more reasonable. 2000s. I mean, we're attacking a Grego here, so it's cutting the damage by half, but it's not like those defenseless monsters in Famon. Spirit Focus. 445. So maybe about 10k when they attack together, something like that in this setting. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. Triple strike with the team up. That's pretty nice. Now we've got attack buff. We're through the shield. Still looking for a slow from my Fuko. Spirit Focus. Here comes the attack team up. Just a pretty decent multi-hits, right? We're through the shield. We're just slowing it down to watch it. Well, I don't know what speed would actually go ahead. We'll have to run it again if we want to see that. Pretty good multi-hits. I mean, because they're attacking like crazy. There's the revive. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of hard to count the number of attacks. It's quite a bit, though. 10, 6, 6. Steals the Fuko. That could be real trouble for my little warriors. Let's speed it up. So yeah, kind of like what we thought. The heal block is the more reliable. It's not a 50% chance. It seems like. And then the other ones are a percentage chance. Spirit Focus, and it goes down. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't know that a Fuko is the best choice to go with them. Let's throw them into dragons and see what happens, because they're water. So I guess I'm removing my damage dealers, right? And we'll just put them in there. This dragons team relies on Garo basically soloing if things go horribly wrong. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If it comes down to that, then it doesn't really matter. We're not getting a true sense of what they can do. Here comes the attacks. I mean, that was like 60k damage. You saw those numbers come up. That was pretty sweet. There's the Garo. Here's the Galleon. 1862, 446. They move pretty good. I think it's gonna be kind of hard to fully evaluate them. Let's go into arena as well and just kind of see what we're looking at. I want to check them out in all aspects of the game. I don't think R5 makes a lot of sense since you're only allowed 2 damage dealers and bar control is more important. But I think some of this PvE content is worth looking at, and then the PvP content as well. Just kind of see what kind of burst we're actually going to be talking about here. So Galleon does not get his defense break. We get the heal block, but we don't get a defense break. There's time to loot. We might not have enough time to actually do anything. Yeah, no defense break. There's a 1-turn defense break, which is just about to go away. So that's the negative of the 1 turn, right? We didn't even get an attack in on the defense break. So this is a situation where it's going to be Garrow basically carrying the team if we're going to win. But the cleanse, I mean, that came in kind of handy. So she might stick around a little longer than everybody else when things get bad. Pretty good damage through immunity. Yeah, it doesn't scream to me as, okay, that was OP, but not bad, not bad. I want to run Necro one more time at full speed and just see what time we're looking at here. And I mean, these are all leftover runes that I had just in my box. Like nothing is, you know, optimized for this content. So, you know, if you can bump them up 10, 20%, have them work together, that's pretty great. I don't think they have any place in RTA. I can't really see how that works. Just pure damage without a ton of utility. So I don't feel like I need to test them in there. But we'll run Necro one more time, and then we'll go try some Arena just to see how it goes. I think they're better ruined in terms of speed than my other Necro monsters because they're just on like heavy hitting slow runes. So they might have some utility in Arena. They might be fast enough to get something done. But we'll see. I mean, they're kind of bursting stuff down. It's just single target, tons of burst. Hopefully they'll live here. The Perna heal. Oh, we lost one. Well, that's not helpful. Just one left by itself. Yeah, we don't need to see one fighting. That's not the point. All right, let's go do some Arena and just see what that looks like. Okay, who have we got we can hit? Let's get a new list. Probably not. Maybe, but the Diana's a little bit worrying. Let's look for something that might be like a juicy target. Maybe not all wind. This looks okay. The only worrying thing is the immunity from Beta. So maybe if we just bring something to deal with that. Yeah, maybe. Let's see what else we can find. Hey, Shadow Steel. We know him. The problem here is this is just gonna be super fast, but let's do it. Why not? We'll bring them. Sierra and Bastet, try to take first turn? We'll probably get first turn. Oh, look, he's got a little baby Okeanos. It's a baby. All right, let's do it. So it's not really fair because the Okeanos isn't really here, but we'll get to see kind of how they function. All right, we got one unit on Will. I guess we'll bomb him. Oh, no. Well, one of them got stunned. Maybe we can proc out a stun? Let's see. No, that's not how that works, is it? No, that's not how that works. So she's all alone. So sad. We'll quit out of that. So great first test. They're clearly not ready for C3. But we're going to keep trying. We'd like to get to have them take a turn, but they're actually really, really slow is the problem. This looks like a team where being slow wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We're going to need some sort of buff removal, though. So let's bring... What about, like, Gemini? Gemini... What? Can't bring Bastet. We can bring Orion, right? Yeah, let's bring Orion. I mean, it's not a great Orion, but it's something. See how this goes. All right. Will the Chloe cut? Maybe. If it cuts, it's gonna be. Yep. Of course it does. It's like I didn't tune them. They're just random. So I'm just kind of chilling until all this stuff goes off. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Hey, one of them gets a turn. All right, so we'll increase attack power. And then let's try that. That'll increase the damage the Boomerang Warrior inflicts. So let's see what kind of damage we're going to do to the Theo. 9, 31, 8. That's pretty good. So we're not going to be able to do anything to the Theo. Let's attack the enemy 3 times, decrease the defense and attack power for 1 turn. We'll do it on the Chloe. So about half her health. Nothing extreme, but not bad. Half health on Chloe's not terrible. Of course, they're super YOLO, and now they're dying. All right, that's the end of that test. So you need an offense kind of designed for them. They just may have no place at this level of the game. Or maybe I'm assembling offenses that are not great. I'm not sure this is the best way to go, but maybe if we do, let's do Sierra Bastet. Try to take that first turn. We'll try one more, and we'll just call it a wash on the arena offense side. But it's kind of fun just to see them attack together. I'm going to play around with them a little bit on these runes until rune removal, and then see if they have a place or if they are, just toys. They're probably just toys. Okay, so he's going to be less than 50%, but we're probably going to glance a lot, right? Because it's wind. Let's try it. 9. Ooh, he did kill him. That's kind of nice against wind. So that passive, I guess, was taking less damage. Is that what that was? That's what it looked like. Okay, so we're going to remove all hammer effects, increase attack power. That's kind of helpful. And now we're going to attack 2 times and go with the Boomerang Warrior. Not bad. About half health. I mean, it's not Taor, but it's not bad. All right, let's work on this Okeanos a little bit. Attacks 3 times, increase the defense and attack power. Let's do it. Woo, that was pretty good. A one shot. Interesting. So, all right, this is the attacks 2 times, deals more damage than the enemy's HP is low. I mean, the damage is pretty good, and the fact that they team up is also pretty nice. But, having Sarah and Bastet is also pretty helpful in general. All right, we get the attack buff. I like that they kind of bring their own defense break. Let's go after the Raccoony. So we're kind of destroying it. I mean, what are we going to do here? 10, 9, or 10, 3, 10. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of inconclusive in Arena. I don't think, C3, C2, whatever, is the place for them. But kind of a little test. I think it's fun to see. I was happy to get something new and try it out for you guys. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all get them, I think mixing and matching the different elements will be interesting to try to find just the perfect little synergy. These water ones seem to work pretty well, and they might have a place in Necro. I'll keep working with it. They might have something to do in Dragons. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Better runes might go a long way. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will catch y'all next time. Take care, everybody.